Good morning and welcome to Little Silver Spoon Nursery Gyration. Looks like we have a few things going on here today. We have Peter Rabbit theme, and I just wanted to show a couple things that I've got yesterday. I went to a rummage sale and I found this little elf hat and little vest, and I got this. I think it was only 25 cents. Isn't that cute? So I'm going to use that on St. Patrick's Day for one of my dolls, my little ones. I just thought that was really cute. It's got a little bow and everything for 25 cents. What a deal. Okay. Then I found this beautiful little photograph book, photo album, and it came tied. My daughter was looking at it, so it came tied like this, and this was only 50 cents. Just pennies. Can you imagine? And it was never used, it looks like. We had some pictures. I just thought this was a cute little photo album, or I could use it like a journal and fill in the circles and ovals and rectangles and make something pretty with it. I just wanted to share that with you guys. And then I went to the bookstore and I found this special book. But before I show you that, I want to show you what I have done in my journal from Jay. Jay sent me this journal and I've already started to personalize it yesterday. Oops. All the little details fell out. I don't want to lose them from where they go. So here we go. I'm going to find the page that I wrote on. I wrote here. Jay Jelfs sent me this homemade journal on July 13th from her home in England, from YouTube on the computer. Our circle of friends are Penny, Gaynor, Jay, and Darlene. I opened my package at 11 p.m. Jay also sent quadrupling outfits, orange and white striped rompers with pink flower and head bows with slippers that we will do a quadrupling with. And then on another page I put I'm going to write about my brother here, where it says playing in the puddles. And must be that's all I wrote so far. But I started using the journal anyhow, and I really appreciate this, Jay. It means a lot to me. Thank you. In this package I found yesterday a special book. I want to show everybody this book because we all love Winnie the Pooh so much. But I also found when I was at the mall this little sticker to put in my journal. It's an anchor with flowers. Isn't that pretty? So I'm going to put that in my journal and show you the book in just a moment. I want to show you this mermaid wax seal stamp first. I want to do one of the wax stamps in my journal of everybody. I think I'm going to put it in this one. So we're going to find a spot in here to put the seal. I have to get a lighter, and I think we'll do it. We'll do a silver seal with a mermaid. I really want to see what this will look like. So I think this would be fun. We could put it here. Let's put it on the dream page. That would be fun. It's a good spot to put it right here. We have to wait just a few moments for this to get hot. We're going to have to make quite a big circle this time because this is a big seal. We just have to wait for the wax to melt. It looks like that might be a pretty good circle for her. And we'll fill in the circle with some wax. Doesn't matter how the wax looks on the paper because you're going to press the seal down to make the design. But you do want to get quite a bit of wax in there. You want to fill in just about every crack, I think, to make this work right. That's pretty good. We have a few little gaps, but I think they'll fill in as we place the stamp down. So let's try our mermaid stamp. There she is sitting upright. 1, 2, 3. I hope this works out well. Let's do the reveal. Well, not as great as I thought. Maybe I should try it one more time. I think some of the wax started to heal, to dry before I even got the stamp made. I'm going to try this with the blue. Sometimes the blue stays liquidy a little bit longer. So we're going to try this one more time. Just have to have patience. I'm going to encourage the melting a little bit by holding flame right over it. I don't want to burn the wax though because it'll make it black. Okay, so now we're going to try this one more time and quickly put the stamp on. I don't know if this is going to work. yes, that did work. Not quite as round as I want it to be, but the stamp did work. The seal is on. I dropped something I don't want to lose. A little bird sticker. So let's look at this really close. You can turn on the light on it. There she is. So the mermaid did come out well. And thank you for watching that. So this is the book that I've got, and it is called The House at Pooh Corner by A.A. Milne. It has a lot of stories from Pooh and Tigger and Eeyore. And it says, rediscover all the characters that you met in Winnie the Pooh. Owl, Piglet, Kanga, Tinaroo, Christopher, Robin, Eeyore, and of course Pooh himself. Joining them is the thoroughly bouncy and lovable Tigger, who leads the rest into unforgettable adventures. Complete your collection with this gorgeous gift edition continuing A.A. Milne's much-loved stories of Winnie the Pooh and Friends, crafted as a replica of the first edition of The House at Pooh Corner, published in 1928 by E.P. Dutton. Isn't that beautiful? So here it is, The House at Pooh Corner. And isn't that beautiful pictures? I love all the pages. It is a good replica of the very first book that was produced, called The House at Pooh Corner. There's Winnie the Pooh and Friends. I'm going to read a little bit, and I think I'll try to read a little bit of this a couple different times on here if you'd like to stop and listen when I have a video up. You gave me Christopher Robin, and then you breathed new life into Pooh. Whatever of each has left my pen goes homing back to you. My book is ready and comes to greet the mother it longs to see. It would be my present to you, my sweet, if it weren't your gift to me. So I'll read this Contradiction, which is kind of an introduction to the stories. An introduction is to induce people, but Christopher Robin and Friends, who have already been introduced to you, are not going to say goodbye. So this is the opposite. When we asked Pooh what the opposite of an introduction was, he said, that what of a what? Which didn't help us as much as we had hoped, but luckily Owl kept his head and told us that the opposite of an introduction, my dear Pooh, was a contradiction. And as he is very good at long words, I am sure that's what it is. Why we are having a contradiction is because last week when Christopher Robin said to me, what about a story you are going to tell me about what happened to Pooh when, I happened to say very quickly, what about 9 times 107? And when we had done that one, we had one about cows going through a gate at a 2 a minute. And there at 300 in the field, so how many are left after an hour and a half? We find these very exciting, and when we have been excited quite enough, we curl up and go to sleep, and Pooh, sitting wakeful a little longer on his chair by our pillow, thinks grand thoughts to himself about nothing until he too closes his eyes and nods his head and follows us on tiptoe into the forest. There still we have magic adventures, more wonderful than any I have told you about, but now when we wake up in the morning they are gone before we can catch a hold of them. How did the last one begin? One day when Pooh was walking in the forest, There were 107 cows on a gate. No, you see, we have lost it. It was the best, I think. Well, here are some of the other ones, all of which we will remember now. But of course it isn't really goodbye, because the forest will always be there, and anybody who is friendly with bears can find it. By A. Miles. So I will continue our adventures with Pooh and his friends with the House at Pooh Corner book. Thank you for coming along today, and we hope you come back again for the adventures with Mr. McGregor, Flopsy Bunny, and Peter Rabbit. Thank you for coming along. Goodbye and have a nice day.